Nation TV, we've got an interview with local talent Diaz Grimm, loads of updates on Kiwi and international music news, tech reviews and lots of lol. So pour yourself a glass, get cosy and get ready for one hell of a show. Ooh. Welcome to Music Nation TV. I'm Teresa Nichols, your host, and we're coming to you straight from our studio and into your lounge, bedroom, bathroom, wherever really, as we can. We're online. Music Nation TV has a funky range of jackets, t-shirts and accessories, and you can check out our Spotify playlist, which features all the tracks that we've mentioned on tonight's show. So just head to Music Nation TV episode number 9.
How good is Spotify?
So good.
Everything's on Spotify.
Getting better and better by the day, apparently.
Yeah, exactly. Make sure you search for Music Nation TV episode number 9. You'll find us. All the tracks that we talk about.
Heading off this week's show with my homegirl JP and her band JP and the Drag Kinks with their Kiwi rock track and sexy shock horror video Killer Stripper. Self-defined, evocative and timeless, this track raises an eyebrow with its raw subject matter and equally non-PC lyrics.
Yeah, I don't think it just raises eyebrows. Just quite.
You don't reckon?
Yeah.
Raises
I
other
had
things?
2 raised eyebrows, if I was honest, when I watched it.
Yeah.
It was awesome, yeah.
Oh,
She's amazing. She's
shock horror.
amazing. Yeah. She's done some stuff with Holly Smith too, some songwriting collaborations and all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so it's a Led Zepp-esque sort of sound. The single was heavy on guitar and drum groove, no doubt making for a perfect drinking anthem and front row head banging favourite at any one of the artist's lively performances. So check out the sexy vid, which was shot at Hamilton's Navarra Lounge, and more on JP, aka JP and the Drag Kings on Facebook.
Very, very good.
The incredible Valkyrie are back with a stunning Spanish-inspired single, Mina Mina, meaning "Tis the Dance of Love." The track is sung entirely in Te Reo Māori with a drop of dead gorgeous video, seamlessly combining the hybrid up-tempo Spanish, bachata and band's unique contemporary style. Check out Valkyrie on our Spotify playlist and spin a few of the band's other tracks while you're there. It's well worth a listen.
Oh, such a good band.
Yeah, that choice.
Probably my favourite Kiwi band at the moment,
Yeah?
I think. Just such good
Yeah,
sounds.
very cool.
And they're local, Hamilton.
And they're collaborating
Round
with.
these ways.
They're collaborating with Pere. He was from Maimoa.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of the words, I guess, and the singing is done by him.
Oh, nice.
It's amazing.
Awesome video. Wow.
Yeah, it's wicked.
Amir and Pere.
Yeah.
Lee Matthews team up with this month with Aussie duo Echo and Sidetrack to light the clubs on fire with the drum and bass track Discipline. They will be touring their new album around the country this summer alongside a collective of superb electronic dance acts, so make sure to give your eardrums a treat and check out that on Spotify, or even better, head to one of their live shows. I think I'll have to raid the back of the couch and head along to the breakout show at Spark Arena next month. Just can't help myself.
You love your EDM,
I
don't you?
really do.
Yeah.
I really do, yeah.
Yeah.
Sucker for it.
I do like it. I like when I'm driving, that's my thing.
Oh, you
EDM
just-
driving.
Don't you drive
I'm at
faster though? I'd just get real...
Yeah. I get a little aggro.
I've seen what you drive.
Yeah.
So this one's for all the people who prefer the virtual animation world of music. Sloth-themed cartoon hip-hop duo Seaside Sloths from the Kapiti Coast have hit with another rather excellent album, Fear and Slothing in Sloth Vegas. The urban underground offering from out of the blue comes with a team of heavy-hitting producers plus local cartoonists Theo Araj and Phil Simmons teaming up with to create a brilliant Gorillaz-esque cartoon storyline video for the first track, Fall Apart.
Surprised me, that band. I thought it was a bit of a piss take.
Yeah, same. And then I was like, oh no, they're kind of serious.
Yeah, then I clicked on it and
cool.
wow, really good.
Amazing.
Yeah.
They're amazing. I mean,
Really good.
I'd go see them, definitely.
Yeah,
Just for
be
the
real
price,
interesting.
You know. Yeah, absolutely.
Auckland Hannah Ashcroft has followed up her earlier single Everywhere with a new EP and single Down last week. This song tells of a story of oppression in a relationship and features a black and white video capturing the moody feel of the track well. Check out Down on YouTube and look out for the EP on Spotify right now.
She's amazing. Didn't she record that in Bali?
Oh.
Yes, I believe so. Yeah.
She was, and
Yeah.
her producer is over there, so I listened to the song over and over and over.
Oh, right.
And I fell in love with it.
Bit of you, was it?
Bit bit of me.
Yeah, I did. I
Absolutely.
like it too. Yeah,
Yeah, it's beautiful.
I like the first one too.
It's a breakup thing, you know.
Right.
You know when you.
Oh,
break,
I know.
it's-
No, just kidding.
you kind of delve into that kind of thing, you know, and then you come out the
Kidding,
better
not
side of
kidding.
it, and you come out the better side of it. So
You do. Pornicky-based 5-piece rock outfit Pass the Peas have a punchy single, Totes, out on the 16th of this month, taken from the upcoming EP, Strange Favours. Don't know what that's about. The band are enjoying success on the live circuit around Wellington, are doing well, growing their social media following. Search for Pass the Peas on Facebook or Bandcamp and show them a bit of support with a like and a well worth listen. Got to get behind these local musos.
I'm
out
impressed
there
with these
doing
guys,
it.
Yeah, they're doing well.
Yeah, they're cool.
They know what to do social media wise, and they've
Yep.
put a good press release together and stuff. So yeah. Definitely worth Pass the Peas. Yeah, good band.
Back up the road to Auckland with recording artist Jack Cullen Taimana Williams, who has a gritty rock track called You Would. A solid 70s rock number, some say reminiscent of Debbie Harry and perhaps a little Joan Jett. The bilingual children's songwriter and teacher is pushing new boundaries with the single and upcoming EP. Great news for Raw Collective fans. The band's second single, Good Things All We Need, featuring Sim Loco, is due very soon. The title track from the band's EP is due out early in 2021. The 10-piece funk, soul and hip-hop ensemble have been working hard on their unique music, crafted with a drum, bass, guitar and brass section, 2 vocalists and 2 MCs. Look out for an interview with the guys on next week's show and check out the single Good Things now on our Spotify playlist. And if you're lucky and you're heading down to Wellington this weekend, you might capture them, is that right?
definitely, we can catch them in Newtown at a cafe there. I'm going down there to interview them.
Nice.
I have a guest that's coming with me, and we'll meet him shortly.
So it's
Well, that's
all
a bit
on in
exciting.
Wellington.
It's all on in Wellington. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Impressive band though. Really
Oh,
good
very
sound.
cool.
I mean, how do you get 10 people in the same place at the same time doing the same thing?
Oh, and
I
that.
know, I struggle just getting myself to one place.
Yeah, so that's how they, that's
that's
how they
an
do it.
achievement.
So it's amazing. I mean, watch this space and watch out for them because they're coming.
Oh, I have no
Yeah.
doubt they're going to be one of the big, because they had this. It's a real Freddy's kind of sound,
Oh, yeah.
but like a
Yeah. Love me a horn section, eh?
Oh.
Yeah.
Any band with a horn section, I'm there. Yeah. Just brings a whole nother dynamic to a
Yeah,
show. Yeah. Botswana native Vordiso has drawn on his heritage and instrumentation styles passed down from him, from his family on his new track, Goat Curry. The atmospheric hip-hop tune features Diana Simam Pandey and Hilary Osai on supporting vocals, with the Aucklander hoping for similar success from his debut 2017 EP release, Act 1, which was featured on Radio 95 BFM, and recent NZ On Air funding will pave the way for more from the rising star. Check out Farisa on Facebook and our Spotify playlist.
Oh my goodness, you got to check this guy out.
It's a good song.
He's
Yeah,
isn't
it's
amazing.
cool.
Yeah.
And if you get props from a guy like Tom Scott, who's
Oh,
given
yeah.
him from Homebrew,
it? Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
I mean, he's got to be something. I listened to his songs on YouTube, and you kind of feel for what he's going through, what he's
Yeah.
doing. And he's part of the Avante Bowling Club sessions that Tom Scott runs at the power station. So
Man,
yeah, absolutely. So watch this guy too. He's coming.
there's lots of good music coming out at the moment.
Oof, what a week.
Dunedin's Abby Wolf are releasing a live version of her wonderful track Held By You, recorded recently in the city's iconic St. Paul's Cathedral. Featuring a 20-piece choir, string quartet and her piano performance. The release party is going down tonight, so the track will be out early next week. You can catch Abby Wolf live on January the 3rd at Tauranga's Bay Dreams Festival. For those who can't wait, check out our Spotify playlist and Facebook.
What a beautiful song. Have you
Yeah.
heard it? Wow.
Yeah.
I think the
definitely.
live recording and
Amazing.
the cathedral is going to be just
Oh,
incredible.
phenomenal.
I mean, all that natural reverb. That
Yes,
natural
and a
it's
choir.
just
20-piece
It would be like my
choir. What
dream
the
to
F?
sing with a 20-piece choir.
I know. If I was with
In
a
a
20-piece
cathedral.
choir, I'd shut my face and just let them do it.
Yeah, I would
honestly.
be like, it's over to you guys.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Wellington rock act Curly Jules are back with a stomping single, Blinders. The stellar production for this wall of guitar anthem reflects the band's time spent supporting headliner acts like Living Colour, The Feelers and Devil's Skin, and is sure to propel the 3-piece trio directly into the radar of a similar fan base. Curly Jules are heading over in late November for a New Zealand summer show. Make sure you catch them live and check the video out, Blinders on YouTube, and make sure to turn it up loud.
Absolutely.
It's got to be listened to loud.
I mean, if you're loved and mixed by Devilskin, I mean...
Love and mixed.
Well, Love and Mixed. Well, Clint Murphy from
Love
Devilskin mixed there.
Oh, did he?
He did.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, there it's definitely, again, there's something about these guys. And
Yeah.
I'm going to say this again, they're coming for you. Absolutely.
Kiwi Popsters Emoji are back with the second single from the duo's upcoming EP, Dragon Fruit. Why You Always Acting Like a Fool features Rhyme Masters, Church and AP. After a chance meeting at a hotel, the bands wrote the song, performing it that night on stage. The heavy hip-hop, electro-pop hybrid tune is a fantastic blend from the two genres, cleverly contrasting Very Cho's delicate vocals with hard-hitting 808 bass lines. Well worth a listen. Check it out on our Spotify playlist. And finally, some big 660 news fresh off the press. The red carpet premieres for the band's forthcoming movie 660, Till the Lights Go Out, are on sale right now. The Regent in Dunedin goes first on the 19th of November, with Auckland Civic Theatre next on the 23rd. If you want to rub shoulders with the band and all the celebs, you had better be real quick and scoop up those tickets. Head to 660movie.com for the details.
Nice. Dad, can I go to their concert, please, Dad?
You can go. Who doesn't want
If
to go
he's
there?
going, I'm going.
Yeah, I know.
It's not fair.
Red carpet, 660 celebs. I mean, that's us.
Yeah, that's us.
I need to rub some shoulders. Back from NZ, from Toronto, Canada, and a newly released single and soon to be releasing an EP, Diaz Grim on the Couch.
Glad to be here. Thanks for having me, Music Nation. Shout out.
Looking sharp there, bro.
Looking
Thanks.
real sharp.
Yeah.
Loving the grill.
Thanks.
Can you get me one? Can you hook me up?
I can't. I'm honestly gonna bring my man Grills by Maz to New Zealand ASAP. To just a single human coming to New Zealand. If I can get enough rappers / anyone outside of
random
hip hop
people.
to get some, we could start grills culture in New Zealand,
Oh, yeah.
which is a super fun culture to be a part of.
I'm
I like
all
the sound
over
of
it.
it. Yeah.
I feel like it's the one thing I've been missing.
It will change your life.
Yeah.
I got my first pill when I was about 16,
Oh yeah.
and I don't like going out without a grill now. It doesn't
still
feel
naked?
natural. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, but very cool.
For sure.
And so you have just released a single.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about that? How that came about?
So the single's called Manuka.
Cool.
I didn't decide how you pronounce it because there's multiple ways you can pronounce the multi-word Manuka. There's Manuka and then there's Manuka. But it's whatever, however you want to say it.
Cool.
The idea behind the song is the Young New Zealand EP that it's off is made up of all these themes that are meant to be what created who I became as an artist / human being from childhood through to now. And Manuka is supposed to encapsulate two sides, the Māori side of myself and also the fantasy and imagination side of myself kind of blending, and that is how Manuka came about.
Cool.
Yeah.
And
Good story.
I had a listen and I very much got that from the track. I loved
Cool.
the emerging.
That's a mean track, eh?
yeah.
I
It's
did
Shout out.
hear through that the sister Macy.
Macy
Macy
Rika,
Rika.
shout out.
Absolutely.
So when I started producing this in Toronto, I was super homesick.
yeah.
And I wanted to find a Māori sample on YouTube that I could
Work with.
use. And this sample is actually Macy Rika in her room before anybody knows who she is, just on her guitar by herself.
Awesome.
And it was perfect. It was meant to be a drum and bass song, but I'm not that good at producing yet, so now it's not a drum and bass song.
Oh, but you've made it your own.
Yeah, totally. I mean,
Yeah.
it got to a certain point and I was like, hang on, I like this far better.
You're
'Cause
vibing off it where it was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it fits in the house lane now, and house is a huge love of mine.
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
house a lot.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah. And you just mentioned that the production of the album. You've done things a little bit different this time. So,
Yeah.
because previously you were produced by...
Multiple different people.
Okay.
Dallas, shout out. Carl, shout out. That's Key to the City and CTFD. They were my day ones as far as production goes, but I've been all over the place with who I've worked with.
Cool.
But it had been one of those things every year. I'm going to teach myself to produce this year. I'm going to teach myself. And then started 2020, I finally built a studio in Toronto and decided this is the year I teach myself to produce. And I started going on a fully self-produced project.
Nice.
And then COVID happened.
Yeah.
I came home for a wedding with one bag of clothes, and I've been here ever since. So to finish
Stranded.
what I had started,
Oh, no.
I ended up bringing in half of the project as singles I had already done with other producers, and the other half was self-produced. And the
Right.
self-produced all made in New Zealand, the non-self-produced all made in Toronto. So it's going to be 50-50, the CN Tower and the Sky Tower
Nice.
split down
Cool.
an EP.
Do you think the fact that you had to, that you came back to New Zealand and you were kind of stranded from the studio back at home, it forced you into just getting it done and finally,
absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely. The first, because I landed the day the first lockdown started.
Yeah.
And so I straight away went to somewhere I was not supposed to be for 4 weeks. And I had a beat pad in my bag and my laptop in my bag. So I just sat in my room for 4 weeks and
Yeah.
got some stuff done.
Charge.
Yeah.
Just goes to show, like even if things aren't going to plan, like sometimes the best work can come out of it.
Yeah,
when you
totally.
put under
And
pressure.
my whole life has been not going to plan. So
Yeah.
I'm quite
Tell me
well
about it.
I
accustomed
think the
to-
universe might be telling
Yeah.
you something to stay in New Zealand. Perhaps there are ideas.
I mean, the universe
want
has
you
definitely been
back.
throwing signs out for the last wee while.
Yeah. So what actually brought you to Toronto? What was there a particular reason you went over there, or?
I felt like I had achieved a lot of what I wanted to in New Zealand.
Yeah.
And it's just a numbers game, right? The GTA of Toronto is almost double New Zealand population.
Yeah.
So that's like double the opportunities within one city of our whole country. And then on top of that, Toronto's a hot spot heavy for my scene right now. Whereas I think at one point in 2020, 1, 2, 3, and 4 on the world charts were Drake, The Weeknd, Justin Bieber, and Tory Lanez, which is
wow.
all Toronto.
Okay, I didn't have any idea that they were such big on their hip hop and.
Oh yeah, definitely a hot spot for hip hop now that Drake's
Yeah.
put so much spotlight on the city.
Yeah.
And the interesting thing for me once I got there was it's such a young city for being a music hub. It's superstars and bedroom artists, and the in between is
Right.
being filled as we speak. Whereas like LA, London, New York have been busy. Like their in between's really full.
So the opportunities there at the moment.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
And it's super small town. I felt like everyone I knew either knew Drake or knew Tory Lanez or knew. It's like two degrees away from everyone in that city.
Cool.
Yeah.
It must be such good fun over there.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and I guess you meet a lot of like-minded artists over there as
Yeah,
well.
for sure.
And for collaborations or just to
I mean,
chat music.
every single person I met was a creative in some way, music, painting, art, photography, etc. But I underestimated how difficult it would be to really lock in those connections.
Yeah.
So like I would meet everyone really easily, but it would take like months and months of seeing them at random events before I got that text with, oh, what are you doing on Saturday?
Yeah.
So about a year and a half in, I still had like no close friends, no super close network, but after like about on the 2-year mark of being there on the dot, everything fell into place, and then I came back to New Zealand.
Yeah, I think that's probably almost the reverse effect of being in a big city, eh? Like, yeah, you've got all this opportunity, but then everybody's so distracted and there's just so much going on that it takes, you've got to give it that time to settle in and feel comfortable and have
For
those
sure.
connections. Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't change anything. It was very much worth the struggle, but I would warn any Kiwi artists trying to go overseas by yourself, maybe try and meet people before you go to make it a little easier on yourself.
Good tip, yeah, because it's hard out there. And are there any other Kiwi artists you know of going over there to sort of...
Not specifically Toronto. I mean, I watched Saatchi play a show, Chelsea Jade played a show, Tammy Nelson. There was lots of Kiwis coming and playing.
Yeah.
But as far as moving over, I barely ran into Kiwis at all in Toronto. Because Kiwis like to party and snowboard, so they go Vancouver, Whistler, which is the opposite side to me. But I think Kiwis would love Toronto. It's basically just a little bit more of a cultured Auckland.
Right.
And that's not offense to Auckland, that's just a numbers game.
Yeah, I love that you went over there to go and carved away for Kiwis
Yeah.
and do your thing. That's very courageous
the
and
goal.
brave, and
And I'll go back as soon
Yeah.
as flights open. I'll be back. I have 2 more years there on a visa, and I plan on, as soon as I get back and back in the scene, bringing Kiwi artists over constantly to like bit of a foreign exchange. Toronto here 1 month, Kiwis there the next month, and try to do that as long as we can.
cool.
Okay,
I'm in.
Yeah, exactly. When we go back to Toronto, what are we going to do there?
Well, honestly, I'm working on this thing this is exclusive. It's called Foreign Exchange,
Nice.
and it's going to be a bi-monthly event that is Toronto, New Zealand, back and forth. And the idea will be
Cool.
like, you don't just come for a show, you come for a week of working with artists in another country, mixed with like interviews, etc., and shows, and then you go home and you tell everyone, go to Toronto.
That's a
I
wicked
love
idea.
that idea.
Yeah.
That's such a fantastic
Are
idea.
you building this idea? Is this
Yeah, I'm
your
building
thing,
it.
is
So
Wow.
I previously, to get into music, I have a postgrad diploma in event management. I used to run parties around Hamilton for years. And that was how I got into the music scene. I low-key I straight up, I used to put my Homebrew, David Dallas, PNC, DJ Smith, all of them played in Cambridge. I used to
Yeah.
bring everyone down to Cambridge. And when I started being an artist, I actually like plagiarized their booking contracts,
yeah.
wiped out their names and put my name in it and sent it to people booking me, and people, he knows what he's doing.
I know an awesome host if you need one.
All right.
And musician. I
Yes,
also
right.
sing and play guitar. And
That's a great idea.
Cool.
though.
So
Shout
yeah,
I know a few
keep that in
decent
mind.
yeah.
Diaz, how's the live scene over there? Like for
Huge.
not just hip hop, but like
Monday to Sunday gigs.
Really.
Monday to Sunday, yeah. You cannot find a night where you can't find something to go to musically.
Wow, that's
And
insane. That's awesome.
not even like there's always a gig on. It's like you have choices Monday
Yeah.
to Sunday.
and
and
they
it-
pay good. Does it?
I
make a
didn't
living?
play a show over there. So I don't know specifically what fees are like over there, but I knew friends who were doing regular shows, and they seem to be almost on par with New Zealand, if not around about the same.
Okay.
The problem being, like I said, Toronto's kind of superstars or bedroom acts.
Yeah.
That middle ground's being filled right now. So as far as what fees is sitting in there, I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
good to know. Yeah. Wow.
And I'm dying to know the name, Diaz Grimm. Where did that come from?
I mean, if you want a long story, when I think I was 14, I was at a party in Rotorua because I went to Western Heights in
yeah.
Rotorua for high school.
Yeah.
And I had a D on my hat because I was super into skating, and it was like Dragon was a really cool brand.
Yeah.
I had this D on my hat, and my birthday name's Cameron, and I met some girls at the party. We had like
As you do.
We had like at least 3 purple goannas each that night, and they just started like, "What's the D stand for on your hat?" And they started calling me Cameron Diaz, and then people forgot I was called Cameron, and Diaz became a thing. And now most people don't know that my name isn't Diaz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I assumed it was.
I think even my mum has moments where she'll be in a crowd of my friends and she won't call me by my birth name because it's too weird because
Yeah.
no one knows who she's talking about.
Yeah. You know you're in trouble when she calls you by your first name. Eh?
Yeah.
And we're going to get to hear some music from you tonight. Are you
Yep.
is that going to be your newly released single, or what are you playing for us?
No, I feel like the newly released single's out. I think I do a song called Country Boy, which
Cool.
is not.
I was gonna. That was gonna
You were
be
going to
my
request
request.
it?
Yeah,
Absolutely,
nice.
that was gonna be
That's
my
not out yet, but that is a song I wrote about. I'm from Cambridge. I grew
Yes.
up on a farm in Cambridge.
Yeah.
And
Nice.
this
So
rapper
some-
came from the middle of some fields, and I thought I should write a song about
Nice.
that.
Love it.
Yeah.
You're home, so we're going to hear some of the music that you read about at your time here
Yeah,
in
totally.
Cambridge. So huge. Do you want to do a shout out to any of the crew back home, or anyone special?
That's all we need to do. Caesar. So the first song I ever wrote when I was like 15 was called the Cambridge Anthem.
Oh yeah.
And when I was 18, it was the first music video I ever filmed.
Yeah.
And to film this video for Cambridge Anthem, I held a party in the Cambridge Town Hall, which was like the last time they ever let anyone hold a party until that night. Now, there's things that happen at that party that I won't mention on
Yeah.
camera. But
I think I might have been there.
To say police were involved.
no, I think you know
Thought
something
you looked
over there.
familiar. Yeah.
Anyway, that party went so well that I had this big thing was like, oh, I'm gonna run parties instead of make music. So as soon as that music video was done and came out, I ended up dropping music and only running parties for like 4 years. And then full circle, it just came back. I was over being the booker and wanted to be the booked.
Yeah. It's great that you've got those skills, because it's
totally.
going to help you either way.
It's helped me hugely, and once I became an artist, I already understood how it worked to run a tour or get myself booked for shows, which is a
huge part of it, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
You can be an amazing musician, but if you're lacking some of that other knowledge in those other areas, it can be really hard to get out there and get noticed. And so
I feel a little bit sorry for artists who straight away get a booking agent or straight away get someone who does that for them, because they could be with them for years and then all of a sudden they get dropped and they don't even know how to get themselves shows, which I don't know any specific cases of that happening, but I imagine it happens all the time. So I'm super blessed that
you've done the grind.
I learnt by accident.
Cool.
I'd just like to do a shout out to Cameron's mum. Hi Cameron's mum.
Shout out Kay. Hi mum. Hi mum.
Nice.
And what about the other special person in your life?
Oh, Rambo.
Yeah.
I was a big shout out to Rambo, sitting behind the cameras that you can't see. Shout out Rams.
Pouring all the beers. Yeah. Rambo.
We've been together since we just turned double digits. I remember playing Tony Hawk's at Rambo's 11th birthday. Big things. Yeah, StarCraft. Don't tell him. Sorry, Kay.
All right. Well, shall we get into it?
Let's mic him up, and
let's do this.
Awesome. Looking forward to it.
Yo.
Hey, shout out Music Nation exclusive. This is my new song that ain't released yet, called Country Boy. It's about where I'm from, Seatown, Cambridge, town of trees and chaps. Hey, yeah. The country ain't a place for a rhymer, so this farmer packed it all into a suitcase and left. Bust up to the city with as many men like 50. Still Hermans wear the hottest, Cambridge tatted on my chest. Goals to be the bestest, labels interested, but they don't bank on the vision. So on me I stay invested, I'm a real straight shooter, dog, I walk the talk. What these city slickers lie, I got them lined and choked. Man, I'm young, wild and free, dog, I can't be caught. But when you grew it from the ground, man, you can't be bought. What these sheep still treat this shepherd like he fluked in their girl, looking back at me and Daisy Dukes, From the town of Champs, I'm a country boy. Coming for the land, whole country boy. Coming for the man, Mr. Mission, I see no competition. Yo, can't play with a country boy. With a country boy. With a country boy. With a country boy, yeah. From the town of trees, I'm a country boy. Doing what we please in the country. No TV reception, only my imagination. Saw dreams of bigger things in store for this country boy. For this country boy. For this country boy. For this country boy. Hey, I put the seed in the land to get the feed in my hand. I never flex on the gram, I break the rules cause I can. Shit, I do it for y'all, but I ain't taking no calls unless the culture involved, for real. Cause you can't feel what I feel. You ain't dealt with what I felt when I was out in the fields. You ain't had to play the joker cause your life too real. I'm a keen in every scene, how many layers you peel. Riding off into the sunset, traveling along this lonely road. I ain't ever quit cause I ain't done yet. Trying to see how far this shit go. It goes, it goes, it goes, it goes, it goes, it goes, it goes. It goes, it goes, it goes, it goes, it goes, it goes. Yeah, this shit goes. Hey, 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 yeah, hey, yeah. Hey yeah, hey yeah, hey yeah, hey yeah, hey yeah, hey yeah. How far this road goes. I'm a country, I'm a country. Let's see how far it goes, how far it goes, I know. Let's see how far this country boy can go along this road, oh, 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 yeah. I love you, I love you, I love you. Hey, 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 yeah. riding off into the sunset, traveling along this lonely road. I ain't never quit cause I ain't done yet, trying to see how far this shit goes. It goes, it goes, it goes, it goes, it goes, it goes, it goes. It goes, it goes, it goes, it goes, it goes, it goes, hey. From the town of champs, I'm a country boy. Coming from the land, whole country boy. Trying to feed the fam, it's the mission. I see no competition, you can't play with a country boy. 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 You can't play with a country boy. I'm a country boy. I'm a country boy. Hey, shout out C-Town, Waipa, Waikato, Aotearoa, Deep South. Let's go.
It's too late now to turn around and back again. I made my bed and now I lay my head in it. And I'm sorry I'm not perfect, but I knew that I wouldn't be. I guess it's for the best, you know the worst in me.
So, Big Dog, Ty Dolla $ign, announced his third album due out at the end of this week. You a fan?
Big fan.
Big
If
fan?
there was ever a man that another man
You'd turn
should
gay
have
for?
a man crush on,
Yeah. Might just be
He's
Ty
hot,
him.
eh?
Dolla $ign. Have you seen those eyes? Just look in those eyes.
Yeah, yeah.
They're like bright blue grey.
Oh, yeah.
Like
So you put a lot
I've
of
seen
thought
them.
into this, haven't you? eh?
yeah, definitely. It just
Oh,
takes
yeah.
one photo. You look at Ty Dolla $ign.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Fall
Plus
in
the
love.
voice as well.
Oh,
And
yeah.
songwriting skills. No, yeah, that's a full crush.
Got it going
right there.
on.
Yeah, but what about the music though?
Music.
Yeah, no, music's incredible as well.
Okay,
Especially
cool.
his
As well.
work. He songwrites for other people
Yeah, he
that
does.
people don't know about.
And he's amazing. He's amazing.
Does he?
Yes,
I
he
didn't know
does.
that.
He's
The new
big. There'd
album
be
is
songs
all
on his
collabs.
CD that you'd be like, oh, that's Ty Dolla
Did he
$ign.
do that?
Yeah.
Okay. Titled Featuring Ty Dolla $ign, this is the first studio recording since 2017's Beach House 3. With over 10 million singles sold to date, the new album should prove to be equally as successful. Just casual 10 mil.
10 mil.
Is that it?
Nothing.
Easy.
He'll do more because this album's more star-studded than anything he's done before.
Right.
So
you
I saw the lineup of collabs, so it's crazy.
yeah,
It's like
I can't
everyone's
remember
on
them off the top of my head, but I feel like because of relevancy, I could probably name who he's gonna.
Yeah.
Like, there must be a
We won't
Megan
put
Thee
you on the
Stallion on there for sure.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
I think
no
that's-
doubt.
I saw that, yeah. Annie Lennox will release the 10th anniversary reissue of A Christmas Cornucopia in November. The vinyl and CD editions feature all the Christmas carols you'll ever need to set the mood this year, plus a special edition track Dido's Lamont fans will enjoy. David Guetta and Sia have joined forces for a new retro 80s single, Let's Love, which is out now.
It's funky too.
Yeah,
It's really 80s.
yeah. I love 80s music, Can't
We're
get enough
about
of
due
it.
for the return.
Yes,
Yeah.
I know. My time is coming. I
Yeah.
feel like I should have been born to
Oh.
like really vibe the 80s, like to be a young teen in the 80s would have been choice.
So you're 20
Flock
years
of
ahead of your time.
Seagulls.
Yes. Yeah. So good. Big hair, costumes, makeup. Major Laser's fourth album, Music is a Weapon, is due out this week. Though the official tracklist is not available yet, we know that there are a bunch of collaborations including Marcus Mumford, Nicki Minaj, Khalid and Jennifer Lopez. So I'm looking to wrap my eardrums around this one.
Holy heck. Everyone's collabing at the moment.
I know, it's a thing, It's
Yeah.
huge.
That's a COVID thing and getting close
That's
to
what-
Christmas.
that's
Yeah,
it.
summertime jams, yeah.
Jennifer Lopez. Jeez.
Jennifer Lopez.
She is
killing.
hot.
She is
She,
hot.
see, that would be my equivalent. My God, that
Oh, yeah.
woman is just gets better with age.
Yeah,
She's
I was
just
at,
amazing.
I went to the Trevor Noah Daily Show in New York last
Yeah,
year, and
yeah.
she was the guest.
Oh,
And I was just looking at her
shoot.
like,
Dang
she's
you.
like 25.
I
still.
know. She's like, is she 50 something? And she honestly,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
wow.
Yeah,
just
the
gorgeous.
chat
Yeah.
was really boring, but she was
Oh,
hot. Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So when do we go back there?
To New York.
What's this wee thing?
Actually, I have a wedding in New York in July, so I'm hoping that the world has settled down to go because it's a Kiwi. So I imagine it needs us all there.
Yeah.
These jet set people. So
Sounds like
jealous.
you've got a bag carrier sorted anyway. So Why Don't We are back with a new single, Fallen, produced and written by the band. A YouTube series follows the band along the journey of writing the track and filming the video after a promise to fans earlier this year.
Not a bad track either. I'm not a huge fan of the band, but boy band stuff. But it's good. Yeah, I like it.
More one for your daughters?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, probably.
What is Christmas really about without Dolly Parton? A pretty sad one, I'd say. Luckily, the venerable country star has dropped a Holly Dolly Christmas just in time for your stockings.
Oof.
The album features Billy Ray Cyrus, Willie Nelson, Michael Bublé and Jimmy Fallon.
Oh,
Shout out.
Jimmy
Yeah.
Fallon.
everybody's collabing on this one too.
Oh my gosh.
All with the Christmas tunes you'll need to get in the spirit. Check it out on Spotify.
Shout out. Billy Ray Cyrus was my first ever favourite artist.
Really?
I took his cassette tape to kindergarten and made all the kids learn this dance I had learned to Achy Breaky Heart.
Oh.
Yeah.
And I got to see him last year for the first time.
Really?
Which was,
it good?
hard
Yeah.
to tell because I was actually at Rolling Loud Hip Hop Festival in Miami, and because he was on Old Town Road with Lil Nas X, he came out and opened for him.
Oh, right.
And
That's a good
so
track.
I only got to see him play that track, but
Yeah.
it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I called my mum
It
straight
would've
away.
been.
Yeah.
And country's huge over in America.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's not as big as hip hop anymore, but it's cool.
Yeah. Slipknot frontman Corey Taylor has announced a solo album this week titled CMFT and includes tracks the singer wrote back in his teens. The hard-hitting CMFT Must Be Stopped is out now and features Tech 9 and Kid Bookie. It's definitely not family PC lyrics on that one.
Ooh, no.
Yeah.
It's a good track though.
Highlights from the Eagles' 2018 World Tour have made it to a new album, live from the forum MMXVIII 2018, including the video, which is shot from 14 cameras around the stadium. So it's a bit of an experience, is
It's
it,
a
Jacko?
technical wizardry, I think. They've put 14 4K cameras all around the stadium. So I'm not too sure exactly what they're going to be doing, like a VR thing or what, but there's going to be lots of angles.
Technical wizardry, you say?
Technical wizardry and stuff, yeah.
Aussie hipsters The Rubens will release their fourth studio album, 0202, in February next year, with the lead track Time of My Life out now. The fresh new sound direction from the band sounds very promising, and the band are reportedly very proud of the album, so stay tuned for more info as we get it. Let's swap over to Jacko for some pro audio news and noise toys this week. Woo!
Thanks, T.
You're welcome, Jacko.
What a big week in music. Big
Hasn't
week
it
in
been?
Pro Audio too. Fuse Audio Labs roll out the Flywheel tape emulation VST plugin. I can't even say it. The plugin combines typical analog imperfections like head bump, hysteresis, and tape saturation to help digital tracks sound more organic and apply an authentic reel-to-reel polish to all styles of music. Only $29 right now, so jump over to fuseaudiolabs.com and grab your copy. Czech developer Melda Productions announced an expansion for their M-Drummer platform this week called Drum Empire 2020. Fans of the extremely deep and featured drum sampling software will love the huge array on offer in the 60 gigabyte expansion pack. And guess what? It's free to all users, so that's good news. If you're really quick, they're doing a 50% discount right now on M-Drummer, so head over to meldaproductions.com and check it all out. PreSonus have a nifty little microphone out this week. The PD70 is specifically designed for podcasters to enhance spoken words and reduce breathiness, I think is the right word there, and background noise. So that looks really interesting too. Super high-end developer Black Lion Audio have announced a pair of portable preamp models, the British-style B173 Mark II and the US-style MF2A Mark III. No prizes there for guessing what these are trying to replicate. They're quite good value too at $450 each, so there's some amazing quality from Black Lion Audio, so go to blacklionaudio.com for more information on those preamps. And finally, something that does cost lots of money, Swedish developer IsoVox have released the ISO mic with an innovative built-in vocal booth style ISO pop filter, featuring a patented 360-degree acoustic construction, leading to apparently a radio-ready vocal and a reported 7 Hz to 87 kHz frequency response range, so it's pretty amazing. With very little change from $3,000, this is a serious investment, so check out all the details over on isovoxbooth.com on that microphone.
Well done, Jacko. Lots of technical terms in that one.
I know. Lots of mouthfuls, but yeah, thanks.
I was done.
Nice blues, bro.
Yeah. Sorry, I was really into that.
That's cool. That's cool. It's a cool track. So an exciting new concert series has just been announced for Auckland's iconic Villa Maria Vineyard in January. The Kiwi concert party will feature Big Runga, Tim Finn and the Top Twins with a full Hatea. Oh no!
I got you.
Can you say
The
it?
Kiwi concert party will feature Big Runga, Tim Finn and the Top Twins with a full Hatea Kapaka group for a huge 2-hour show. Team, back to you.
Thanks, Dan.
Nicely done.
The show is planned for January the 23rd with tickets on sale from today at Ticketmaster.
Nice
Good
one.
call.
Do you want a job, bro?
No, he's actually got
What are you saying?
he's actually got a real job.
No, because if I get a job, then I have to like.
Yeah, you don't get paid for this one
Yeah.
either. You don't get paid. So.
He's actually got a real job, so
Another must-see event, the Tour of the Summer, has just been announced, featuring acts such as the Feelers and Element OP. A 4-date tour kicking off on New Year's Eve at the Corrigan Tavern and then travelling to New Plymouth, Taupo and Paihia. Tickets are on sale right now through Event Finder. Should be a great night out.
Oh yeah.
Always a good
Element
time.
of
There's an element of P that's big.
Still, I know those guys
Yeah.
go well, man. Like they just keep going, eh?
I'll go to that.
Delivering, yeah.
We've seen the Feelers at Homegrown one year.
They're amazing.
And I couldn't believe how many hits they
How,
had. that
that's
I was
exactly
like,
the same
whoa,
thing
all
I
the
thought. I was
Feelers?
like, so many good tracks.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, oh, that's another one I know. That's another one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll definitely go see the Feelers and Element of P.
Yeah.
Element of P were my first ever concert.
Oh,
really?
Not
wow.
specifically them, but it was an Edge Fest that was like
Oh, yeah.
Fast Crew, Element of P, and Chingy.
Fast crew.
Oh,
Yeah,
I remember
That
that.
was my first concert.
dang.
Nice one.
You've got a good memory.
I have a near photographic memory.
Yeah, I was gonna
can't
say.
remember words or numbers, but I
Ah.
can see colours and visuals.
Oh, right.
That's wicked.
Wow.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that later. Tame Impala have had to postpone their rescheduled Australasian tour, moving it to December next year. However, we will still get the first concert of the tour here in New Zealand at Spark Arena in Auckland before they head off to cover Australia, all going well with the corona. Of course, all tickets sold remain valid for the new dates, but now you just get another year to look forward to the gig.
Wah, wah.
Yeah, we're
Which
just
is
trying to be
sick.
positive about it. 660 Saturdays tickets are on sale right now, so don't muck around. Starting January the 16th for 6 consecutive Saturdays in a row, with the band smashing it out in Waitangi, Hastings, New Plymouth, Christchurch, Wellington, and right here in Hamilton.
Oh god, I can't wait for that.
We'll need to be getting
The
along
Mystery
to that
Creek
one.
gig last year was
Oh, it was
just
amazing.
out of control. It was
Yeah.
so good.
I've never been to a bad 660 show.
Yeah,
I
I
think
don't
I'm
think.
up to like 13. 660
Really?
shows.
really?
Wow,
I
that's
saw the power
epic.
station some time ago. They were good, you know.
Yeah.
But the Mystery Creek one, wow. Just,
I
I think
think
it's got to be outdoor for 660.
It
yeah, but
really
the
does.
production now
Indoor.
is world class.
I know, I was
you
a little bit
it's-
like,
with the video screens, the
Yeah.
Kapaka group, the everything, the whole actors.
it just goes
World
with the
class.
whole vibe,
I
eh?
was super
Outdoor
disappointed I
concert.
wasn't in New Zealand for the Western Spring show.
Oh,
And that
yeah,
looked
I missed that one as
insane.
well. And
Yes.
just apparently people were just so humbled by the whole gig.
yeah.
It was just
Well, the movie is
Amazing.
basically that. So
right.
I'm super happy also that they've gone more into the Māori lane
Yes,
with
having the
that
kapahaka.
latest show and the
Yeah.
kapahaka, yeah.
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 And they
But it
did,
didn't feel like it was kind of pushing it down your throat. Like you felt really nationalistic almost,
Yeah.
like really proud.
Yes.
because it was
You know?
organic, right? It wasn't
was
like
very organic.
let's add Māori to
Yeah.
this. It was like I guess Machu, maybe I am Māori. Let's just bring more of that out rather than add it. It just was
Yeah.
more accentuated. Yeah.
Oh, it was
it was
beautiful, absolutely beautiful. The Bay of Islands Music Festival have announced the initial lineup to include Benny, the Beths and Tammy Nielsen for the January event at the Kainui Road Vineyard in Kerikeri. Tickets are on sale right now through Event Finder. And finally, Dave Dobbin is hitting the stage on November the 1st at Spark Arena with support from Millie Tarbeck and the Milltones. The arena is to be transformed into the Cauldron for a special, intimate, seated theatre style experience and access to 3 sides of the stage for GA standing guests. The floor arena will feature bars and food, and it should be a really unique experience to be part of, so Dave D fans, do not miss out. Tickets are selling fast, so get in there.
Oof, I feel sorry for the guy. He's put that gig off so many times now.
I know. You
Isn't
just
there-
get excited and then,
Yeah.
Doesn't it feel like a theme? All the goodness is coming out this year because of Corona. You know,
yeah.
all the games, like the Feelers, Elementa P, they're all coming out. You know, Dave Dobbin, you know, and
Yeah.
the dudes.
Because we need hope, and there's hope in music.
Well, I think people have time now to reflect, you know. So
Yeah.
they're not playing, so they have time to think of new music and record and make plans. And
And music gets through people through tough times.
yeah, dead
Absolutely,
right.
100%.
Yes. Good way to end the
Wow. Enough said. Last
This is our
words?
Outro.
Last words, DS?
Legalize it.
show. Legalise it.
So that's our show, folks. Thanks for joining us on Music Nation TV. Don't forget you can visit our website anytime to check out the music reviewed in tonight's show and the artists reviewed on previous shows. Our merch shop is open and it's online, so check out our caps, tees, jackets and more. Until next week, keep safe New Zealand and let's make new music.
Two shots in the air, boom, boom, down. If I pull the trigger, two, we only gonna get war. So find a different way, we gonna set up this. So me say, oh, we only wanna make hopla, we don't wanna go war. We only wanna make hopla, we don't wanna go war. Only make hopla, we don't wanna go war. We only make hopla. Wanna walk at my side, I got the full R&I. Rock it in originally, give it that color in emotion. But bring the color, be no stop. Yo, not for them.